How do you think Assassins changed the history of a Mobile Legend? And
Assassins are more like known for hyper-carrying, but now it's more strategic. Yeah, Fredrinn's the best jungler right now, hands down.
today we've invited a very special guest onto the channel. He is a member of Team Gosu and one of the best Fanny player. Today, Gosu Zero! Hey there, Gosu Zero. How is it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. Do you like how I introduced you calling best Fanny?
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing, but it feels kind of good.
Why embarrassing?
Well, I mean, not many people say that, so.
Oh,
It
really?
feels good to hear it. Yeah.
So what is the best word that I can introduce you?
Fanny player for Gosu.
Oh,
I think that's
no,
the
you're
best
so
way.
humble. You're so humble. I have some question that about you. My first question is, I know what you've been playing Mobile Legends for the longest time. How did you first get into the game? Did you start with the other mobile games first? And if so, what eventually brought you to Mobile Legends?
Yeah, I actually started with Heroes of Order and Chaos 2. It's a pretty old game, but I met some friends on that game, and they introduced me to Mobile Legends, and ever since then, I've been playing ML.
I actually used to play the Chaos game too, but the game was from the PC, and Mobile Legends is an on mobile device game, right?
Yeah, there was a mobile version as well
Oh, really?
of Heroes of Order and Chaos 2. Yeah.
Wow, it should be like, I guess, 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, it's really, really old.
I can say that Chaos game is the first generation for mobile game, I
It's one of
believe.
them, yeah.
Yes, after that Dora and something coming there. After you got into Mobile Legends, you specialized in mainly assassin characters. What drew you to these characters at first? Was it their high attack power or maybe their cool designs?
Definitely their high attack power and carry potential. I really like that being a solo carry of a team and always trying to like guarantee a win because you can't always rely on others to carry as well.
Yes, like high mobility and speed and bursting
Yeah.
damage, I see. How do you think Assassins changed throughout the history of a Mobile Legend, and how do you compare with other heroes in the current meta?
I would say back then, assassins are more like known for hyper carrying, 1v5ing, and basically just going in and killing everyone. But now it's more strategic. It's more of a team game now. You play for picks, your assassins are meant to clean up the enemy team, whoever's low, things like that.
So like a finisher.
Yeah, exactly
KS.
like a finisher. KS,
KS
yeah.
God. Okay. Among the Assassins, I know you specialize specifically in Fanny. Tell me what sets Fanny apart from other Assassins and junglers.
So when I first started playing Fanny, I first picked her up because she was the hardest character in the game.
I agree.
And since I'm a really big fan of Attack on Titan, so that drew me really close to Fanny.
There was a very interesting to listen about the anime, the Attack of Titan. I don't watch that anime that much, but I remember that one of the character called Mikasa, the girl, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I see.
because the anime was really strong, really badass.
So is she really strong in that anime too?
She is. She's really, really strong.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's dive a bit deeper into Fanny and how to use her in the current meta. Starting with the banning phase of the match, what heroes do you recommend your team should ban if you plan on running Fanny?
If you plan on running Fanny, I suggest you to ban Fredrinn and Kaja, because those two are the most meta picks at the moment. Fredrinn's one of the best junglers and is very, very annoying for Fanny to play against.
I remember that Fanny is the one of the strongest assassin before Fredrinn coming released it. But
Yeah.
I see that the Fredrinn can counter Fanny easily.
Yeah, he has a lot of CC for her.
I see. Oh yes, this year is so strong. Even like not against just a Fanny. Like I feel like every jungle counter. Do you agree to nerf Fredrinn?
Yeah, Fredrinn's the best jungle right now, hands down.
I see.
Too OP.
So I have to look for the good Fredrinn jungle and ask about the weakness about Fredrinn later.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes time to pick your party members, at that point, should you pick Fanny on your team? Should she be first or second or any picks in rank?
I would say you want to try to get either the 4th or 5th pick. Try to get the last pick if possible so the enemy can't counterpick you. Because if you pick early, they might just pick Kufra, Kaja, Saber, and it's going to be really annoying to play against.
Kufra, Kaja, Fredrinn, and like hard CC heroes, right?
Mhm.
I see. If you were to choose a good counter for Fanny, what characters would be great choices? Like, if you were running Fanny in a team right now, what choices from the opposing team would have your heart pumping?
So realistically, anyone that has hard CC and can chain you into another CC, to be more specific, heroes like Franco or Kaja that have a suppress are very, very annoying to play against. You can't just play super aggressive. You have to like play more methodically. So it's really, really annoying.
Yeah, Fanny is super annoying for marksman players too, like flicker ultimate, and you can actually, you're gonna die like instantly. I know that
Franco's
feeling is
stupid.
so stupid. Okay. Each player has their own route when jungling. Do you mind sharing your personal jungling route, or do you like keeping this secret?
I don't mind sharing. So for me, when I play Fanny, I always start blue, and then I also take a look at their team, see what their mid lane and jungle is. If they have a weak early game jungle, for example Ranger, right, then I would always try to invade and take a couple camps. But if they have a pretty solid lineup and they have a tank jungle, say a Kai, Ballman, or Fredrinn, I would probably just go to my red buff and then keep on clearing jungle until I'm level 4, so I can gank a lane.
So I feel like that the always problem was the Fredrinn, the jungle, or Fanny. Always.
Yeah.
I see. So you're
Always.
starting at the blue and then going to the, depends on the enemy junglers that you're gonna try to invade or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you use a Fanny, do you restrict her only to the jungle, or do you sometimes use her on the lanes? And if so, what lanes do you usually use her in? Do you play her in the mid, gold, or EXP?
Recently, I've been playing Fanny in every single role possible, but I will say that EXP lane is best by far if you're not playing jungle. Because Fanny can rotate really, really fast. Even if she gets low from trading the enemy, she can go to base and fly back to lane without losing any minions. And she can even like go back to base and gank gold lane from base. So that gives her a priority. She's really good in EXP.
I see. So Fanny for the EXP. And you said you can actually go every lane with the Fanny, right?
Yeah.
So wasn't that trolling?
Yeah, me and my friends were just trolling really.
I see.
Like my friend would pick mage jungle and then I would go mid lane, so then we don't need a mage or a mage mid.
Interesting. Wow. I have to watch the Gosu Zeros, the Fanny mid lane in the stream someday. That will be fun. When you're jungling, do you usually contest the total and to change up this strategy depending on your current hero or the heroes in the opposing team?
So for me, since I always start blue buff first, by the time that turtle comes up, you won't have your blue buff. So instead of going for turtle right away, I always opt out to get my blue buff first and then try to go for turtle. If the enemy is already doing turtle, I would go check their red buff or some other camps in their jungle and try to steal that instead. But it all comes down to where your team is positioned. If your team is able to stall the turtle while you're taking your blue, then you should go over there and fight it because you guys will have a stronger team fight with Fanny with blue early game. But if enemy just rushes turtle right away, since they know you don't have blue, you can always go to the red and try to steal it.
Wow, that was a very, very detailed tips and detailed strategy there. Are you fine to share the route and strategy to viewers?
Yeah, I don't mind.
What if the viewers are trying to snipe you in the rank, and then whenever you try to take the blue, you said that you were gonna take always the blue first, or whenever you don't have a blue in the total fight, then you have to go to blue. Then people might be trying to steal your buff.
I'll pray that my team somehow handles it.
Okay, so your team also will be the good players to play with a Fanny.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You also talk about earlier about invading. I think invading enemy jungle is one of the hardest things that any junglers needs to learn. Do you have any tips for players out there when they want to start invading the jungle of the enemy team?
Okay, I think I have 2 tips. First is the retreat tip. So the first time you hit the jungle, it'll also apply true damage at the same time as you basic attack or retreat it. So that means if you're trying to steal an enemy buff, just don't hit it and just try to retreat it. You can retreat it before the threshold and it'll actually do more damage than that because of the added true damage from the jungle shoes There's that, and the main point of Fanny invading is just to stall the enemy jungle. It's not to actually get the buff or kill them. If you do, it's just a plus, but your main job is just to stall them, let your side lanes farm up, and yeah, just buy time.
Very, very detailed things here. Wow, wow. Do you have any other tips or strategies that you want to share with our viewers?
I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind.
I think you shared everything so far.
Yeah, I shared a lot, yeah.
You're definitely a force to be rocked in with won the battlefield, and I'm sure everyone watching at home would love to see you play. Can you show us playing Fanny in Mobile Legends? You could talk us through the video and tell us exactly what you're doing and how this increases your win conditions.
Yeah, without doubt.
All right, let's go to watch the gameplay, guys. Alright, now we move to the Zero's gameplay. I'm excited to watch Zero's game Fanny play here. Are you gonna pick the Fanny?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I have a question here that are you fine against the Melissa?
Melissa is not that much of an issue because I know she's not gonna bring flicker, so she's gonna be an easy kill. She's really squishy.
What about the Cho?
Cal also not that much of an issue. I just kinda have to like bait my teammates first, let them get kicked, and then I can just go in easily.
Okay, then Zilong is not the problem for Fanny too, right?
Not until late game.
Yeah, okay.
Late game he's annoying.
I see. Can you explain about your emblem?
So I chose Assassin emblem because I see that they have 3 squishies, Hanzo, Melissa, Cyclops, which are all pretty easy to kill. I think that it would have been good this game.
What is the reason you choose the high and dry?
Out of all the assassin emblems, high and dry gives the most value compared to the other one. No one uses bounty hunter anymore, and killing spree is not that useful on Fanny.
I see. Alright, the crazy thing is your teammates trying to help your buff. Foreman there, wow.
Yeah, really good dish.
Oh really? Is it useful?
It is really useful. It's because you get out of your jungling stage faster and you can rotate and gank easier.
Oh, I see. At this time, you're not invading jungle. You're taking just the jungling there.
Yeah, it's because I see a Hanzo on their team. Knowing that Hanzo has a really fast clear, it's almost impossible to gank him early game.
So you said you always start with the blue buff. So which means you're going to the bottom side, right? Always.
Most of the time, yes.
I see. Woo! What was that damage? It was crazy. You didn't even use the ultimate.
Yeah. So Fanny's early game damage is really strong because of how she works.
Wow, that was unexpected. Oh my god. Oh no, now you're gonna try to invade it there. What the f is that? Oh my god. He almost dead.
Really unlucky with the kill though.
You won the red tree. Nice. Oh, why Fanny is so strong? Is there any tip to making the stronger? When I played the Fanny, so weak, I couldn't finish them.
So Fanny's damage scales off of how fast she's flying. So like the faster that you're flying, the more damage she will do.
So fast finger then equal your fast damage, I see.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what an unfair hero.
A little broken, but fun to play.
Are we going to go to EXP? Okay, it's a total fight here. Yeah.
So as I said before, after taking blue buff and my teammates are stalling, I always try to get turtle first.
It looks like the game is already over.
Our team this game is really good.
I mean, your ganking was as crazy that going to the bottom side and kill the Melissa, and then go to invade and try to make the low HP Hanzo, and to get their jungle things. Wow, so aggressive.
Yeah, like the main job of Fanny is to make sure that their jungle or gold lane stays underfarmed, so they can't do anything. The best way to do this is just invading and ganking gold.
Crazy. So is that the mostly Fanny's around the playing around the invading?
It's invading and early game ganking, like getting kills.
I see. Wow, already got the 3 kills. The score is a 10-1, even though you have a Hanabi in your team.
I know.
This is so fast. Like even I see that the jungling is so fast.
Yeah, I opt out to get Swift Blade first on most junglers, or at least most assassin junglers, because it helps them jungle a little faster.
I see. Oh, can you explain about your build? Why did you build a Heptasis first item?
So Heptasis First is one of Fanny's key component items.
Interesting.
As for this game, it's a really good burst item. And for this game, they don't have that many tanks, so they're not that tanky. So Heptasis will be more useful than Malefic Lure.
Holy, what was that damage? Like, I mean, you just burst it, couldn't do anything. The cycle couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's because of the level lead. For Fanny, levels actually give a lot of damage.
Wow. The game already exploded. Fanny's OP, guys.
Yeah. We have a really strong early game comp with Arla and Gushin.
Oh my god. Seems like it's very easy to get kills. Is there any tip that you can make your wire accurate?
I would say just practicing or using the minimap in the top left to aim your cables to be a little more accurate.
Oh, watching the minimap. I see.
Yeah, like most of the time when I'm trying to do accurate cables, I move my minimap and see where the ends of my cables are headed so I can be a little more accurate.
That's cheap. That's a great tip for beginner Penny player. Okay, it looks like ganking and going to the buff. Seems like your route.
Yeah, most of the time. Is that or I just invade?
Holy man, what was the damage? That's crazy. Like, that's literally crazy.
It's because of the high and dry. Do so much damage.
Wow. Is there any tip for managing your energy?
I would say try not to use your energy too much when you're jungling or like going from jungle to jungle. Try to save it so like when a team fight starts or anything, you can fly over quickly and just go in.
Oh, I
I'd say that's
see.
probably a good tip. Another tip for like for energy management is the faster you cast your cables like one after another, the less energy it takes.
I see. Can you burst? Oh.
Yeah.
Holy moly, you just dive into their third tower and then playing around the second and third tower and then just two cable. Use just a two cable to back up your jungle. What is the broken hero?
Yeah, the main goal there was just to create space for my team to get the tower. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about.
I see. So we can imagine that you're playing against your Fanny. What is the solution for red team?
If I were on red team, I would probably draft better. Because
Okay.
there's not much that their draft can really do.
Okay, draft. I see. It's a draft.
I mean, draft is what makes up the game. So
Well, what do you think about the banning Fanny in current meta?
actually, a lot of people still ban Fanny in the current meta,
I
which
see.
I think is reasonable.
I
She's
see.
really strong.
I see. Oh, I think you missed the cable there.
A little bit.
Oh,
And the Zilong's just waiting for me.
at the beginning that you told me Zilong wasn't problem there. It seems like it's a problem now.
I mean, like, I did say he was a problem late game, right? But like in laning phase, he can't do much.
I
Late game,
see.
he's really annoying though.
So do we have to, if we have to play Fanny, what is the different playing style between the early game and late game?
I would say for early game, you want to try to play a little more safe. Don't overextend too much in lane. Don't try to go for like gambling plays, I would say. And for late game, just try to group with your tank or something, or someone that has CC, which
I
can
see.
stop Fanny. That way she can't kill or burst.
I see. Wow!
Melissa can't ult if she gets one.
How do you feel when you one shot their marksman?
It feels really good. You get like this satisfaction knowing that you're ruining someone's day
I can feel it. Wow.
because you're a marksman player.
Yes, so annoying. Looks like a vacuum. Wing.
Yeah, vacuum.
Wing. Yes. I saw the something special thing that. Oh, why did you build the swipe with the boots?
Recently, I've been doing more on Assassin Fanny specifically, is because even if you build the other boots, you're still gonna get one-shotted when you get like caught because you're not building any defense items, right?
I see.
So I was like, might as well just get swift boots so I can attack faster, push faster, yeah, get towers easier.
Yeah, I noticed that you don't use that first skill that much when you try when you're jungling there.
Yeah, because I think it's just better to better to save your energy.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you're trying to discern. I see.
Yeah, it was I thought I could get the kill and live on Melissa, but then of course Zelon comes out of nowhere and flips me, and then I just die.
I mean, you still built 4 attacks item, and at this point you couldn't one shot them, even though you're leading the 3 or 2 levels up.
Yeah, the reason for that is because I have high and dry, so it's only good when it's versus like one person, not multiple people. If Melissa was alone, then I could probably one-shot her.
Another blue and move, blue and gank, blue and gank.
Yep.
Oh, she survived. She
Yeah, but we still
survived.
got the kill. I think it's pretty worth it. Or immortality for a marksman.
I
pretty
see.
good.
So more immortality. Yeah, I was wondering that most of the Fanny players didn't build immortality. I believe they try to build a anti-Q or just blade armor against the
Yeah.
marksman players.
I think that's only good when the enemy is just as farm as you. But if you're ahead, I'm pretty sure immortality is just better because you get a second life.
I see. I see.
Yeah, if the enemy's fed and they can like actually do damage, one-shot you too, then it's just better to get any armor.
Is there any tip to calculate the damage?
It's more like a feel. After you play Fanny for a while, you'll get used to the damage and you know when you can do something and when you can't.
Wow.
It's just from experience.
Wow. That was amazing. That was really amazing. Wow. Thank you for the sharing tips and gameplay, and then nice MVP.
Yep. Thank you.
Do you have anything else to add before we go? Like a shout out to your YouTube channel or other social media accounts?
Yeah, just a quick shout out. I stream 5 times a week, or at least I try to. And yeah, that's about it.
Try to watch the Gosu Zero's Fanny guide, guys, on his channel.
Well, it's kind of a in-depth guide, just breaking down what I think about and what I usually do every single game. So if you want to like learn a little more about Fanny or improve a little bit, then you could check that out.
Alright guys, please like and subscribe on the Gosu Zero. Thank you again, Gosu Zero, and thank you everyone for tuning in today. I know this isn't our usual type of content, but if you enjoyed it and would like to see me invite more talented players onto the channel, smash the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you guys. It was Gosu Talk. Could you introduce one more time, like detailed things?
I feel very uncomfortable when I see myself in camera. Now I share because I wanted to show. So somewhere I have to start.
Two more generation.